Okay. Turn your light off for now, Nancy. We're in the middle of a drenching rainstorm here. We're west of Turner's Crossroads on Highway 12. I've been in the news business 13 years, and this is the worst I've ever seen it. It is so bad that we're having trouble keeping our equipment running. Our batteries fresh, cameras rolling. I'll tell you a little bit about what's happened here. Tell you a little bit about what's happened here. There appears to be a drainage ditch on the south side of the road that has started to give in. What is that, a retaining wall?
Yeah, well, it's like one of those freeway walls that they have, and all the water, the pressure started going under it, and then it just came under.
Yeah,
so the water, if this goes here, this will majorly flood. Yeah, no. Yeah.
So a retaining wall or a wall?
What's that? I don't know. It's a wall that gave way. The water just started going underneath it, and then the wall part of it fell.
Yes, yes. You want to fire up, Nancy? Yeah, they're asking for a check. We're starting to... Yeah, I see it.
What do you want me to look like? Come on.
Well, this is the drenched rat report, I'm afraid. It is soaking wet out here. In fact, I've been in the news business 13 years, and this is the worst rainstorm I've ever seen. We are west of Turner's Crossroads on Highway 12. Now, you can't go any further than we are right now. The road is so flooded right now. We've had problems keeping our equipment going tonight. Lights going, batteries going because of the rain. If I can explain to you a little bit about what's happened, you're not going to be able to see all of this because our light can't reach that far. But there is a retaining wall of sorts on the service road just south of us. That wall has started to collapse a little bit, causing a lot of water to spew onto the highway. Now that spewing of water, plus all of the rain that's fallen, has started to create flooding problems. Several cars have ventured out into that roadway, and they're not to be seen anymore. The water has gone up and over the roof of some of those cars. Joining me right now is Jacques LeBay. Jacques, you're kind of a good Samaritan here tonight. Tell us what you've been doing.
Well, we were coming down Highway 12, and all of a sudden all the car headlights started facing towards us. They were going the wrong way, and they were turning around. And when we came down here, there was a few people that were trying to get across, and their cars were literally floating like boats. So we tried to pull them back, and the water out there now, there's a couple of cars that are completely underwater, and it's really deep. It's over my head out there now.
What's the first thing that goes through your mind something like that happened?
I just wanted to make sure there was nobody in the cars. That's, I didn't want to make sure no children were in there, because there was a few people out there that were panicking, that were screaming, hanging out of their cars. So, and then the city trucks pulled them out.
How many people would you estimate that you were able to help out there?
Probably 3 cars. The one guy way up at the other end there, we pulled him all the way up through the other side. That was about an hour ago before. It's completely submerged cars now. I mean, those cars are ruined.
One thing that both of us have noticed tonight is that even though the road is closed and people aren't supposed to venture out there, there are a few souls who will go out there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's cars out there where only the hood was barely sticking above, and a few cars back here that are dead now. They completely tried going through there, and the one was just floating. I mean, the guy was just spinning around in there like a little toy boat.
We did see somebody, a public service person up there, who was trying to steer some people away. Obviously, we're with the median, so we were able to come through this area. But there is somebody up there at the front there, up there by Turner's Crossroads, who has been trying to keep people from venturing out here. If you don't believe me how deep this is, I'm going to start walking out here, and you can get an idea. I'm 5 foot 2 inches tall. Right now, the water comes up about 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. Well, I'm getting up here to my knees now. Very deep out here. I don't think I'm going to go much farther, but you guys get the idea back there. Nancy Suhu, and we've also had help from Dick Nordling and our engineer, Tim McNeil.
been dispatched to, they've met here and been dispatched to the Maple Grove area where those homes were destroyed. We still don't know at this point how many people are homeless tonight. They had at least 3 names.
Yes, Cindy, we're still out here just west of Turner's Crossroads on Highway 12. Highway 12, of course, is blocked in both directions. You're going to be a little limited on what you can see because our lights can't get out that far. So I'm going to tell you what I've seen in the last half hour. The road. We've been seeing people who've been riding through here on bicycles. Of course, they can't get very far. We've even seen people out there swimming, and unfortunately, we've seen people diving off of a bridge, a railroad bridge, not too far away. Not a very smart idea because, of course, the water level isn't that deep, and there are also some cars down there. I would say at this point there are probably 2 or 3 cars still flooded. One of the cars, and I know you can't see it, it's way behind me, but you can just see this much of the rooftop. The water is that deep out here. There's a fellow right out there right now. You can see if Nancy can pan over there, you might be able to get a shot of him wading out there about waist deep in that water right now. You probably heard the thunder. There's some thunder and lightning. It's not a very healthy situation right now. Dick Nordling, a photographer on our staff, is joining me right now. Dick, your car is stuck someplace out here.
I am over by the Cooper Theater. One of our cameras went down. I was bringing mine out, and I ended up sitting in about 3 feet of water and left the car and my wife sitting there.
Are there a lot of other people stalled over there?
There were about a dozen cars in the water, and the water just kept coming up. I had water about 6 inches over the front seat of the car.
What was the reaction of people? Were they trying to get away from it, or what?
You can't move around here, no matter where you go. 12 is blocked, the frontage roads are plugged, people are just running back and forth, and there's puddles wherever they go.
So people are abandoning their cars and trying to go into a restaurant and call a taxi or something, I suppose, or call a tow truck?
Everyone is banding together. They're pushing them onto the high ground. The grass over there is going to be quite chewed up tomorrow because people are just trying to move them.
One of the problems with our equipment is, of course, the lights are going dead and our batteries are going dead, so we're going to throw it back to you. Turn your light off. Look at that viewfinder. It's kind of weird. See it? Let's go back where it's dry.